Hello and welcome back. In this module, you'll learn the importance of implementing your action plans as well as taking action in order to manifest your goals. Planning is not everything unless you take action. Think clearly and count the number of times when you think about goals and compare with the number of times when you take action. The number of thoughts and mere plans would obviously be more than you're taking action. Think of problem solving and execute your thoughts or plans by taking action. Problems are a part of life, and you would confront them on your journey to success very often. Prepare in advance about how you approach and overcome them. Start small, and consistency is the key. Let's imagine whatever you want to be. An example, a skillful chef with artistic food presentation. You always need to start cooking and prepare food on a daily basis, twice to thrice a day. You would watch others doing it, learn from their tricks, practice simple recipes first, with simple ingredients, and then carve your way up to work harder on complex processes. The simple early steps in taking action. Let's assume that you've determined the steps of taking action for a plan or a goal. The first step is to jot down a goal and write down the plans for execution in simple 5 to 7 steps. Secondly, you need to be a critic of your own plan because there's no one so desperate to achieve your goals other than you. The execution of your plans. There are 3 important steps which will aid you in the execution of your plans. 1. Ensure your plans and goals turn into action. 2. Plan the sequence of your actions. 3. Start one habit at a time. 4. Write down your plans. First, make sure your plans and goals turn into action effectively, for efficient progression needs to be done gradually and in a consistent manner. Look cautiously at the lists and things you have in your action plan along with management plan as a backup. A few commonly matched examples are low financial resources, less time and energy or attention, and interest. All these are highly demanding, but you have to brainstorm solutions as a management plan. For instance, plan your savings and start to save money from now. Ask a friend's help, listen to a motivational speaker, and so forth. Secondly, ensure and carefully plan the sequence. Identify which plan would be implemented step by step and with grace. The orderly structure and points from which action needs to be taken by you is of the utmost importance. Sequence matters when you're planning to execute a long-term goal or plan. Long-term plans always have some systematic steps and orderly management, so you have a more realistic approach in achieving your goals. Prioritize and pick one goal that demands urgency and which you're able to execute immediately. In this stage, immediate goals are the focal point. Bring all steps of the goal together and analyze them as an overall task. Note the possible potential challenges the specific goal might have and list management options for the probable challenges. Things to do also include whole management plans to prevent you from challenges leading to barriers. You must decide a deadline for each step and keep moving towards success using a wide variety of methods. A blend of different activities never lets you down. The third element in the execution of your plan is to start one habit at a time. Sometimes great plans demand equal amount of flexibility and rigidity to control the actions and managing of your own behavior. The fourth step is to write down your plans. An American psychologist claimed something effective about writing down your plans to attain a clear idea on where you're headed. Writing is therapeutic. It is a fact since centuries from the start of psychology. But Dr. Gail Matthews, as a professor at the Dominican University in California, discovered that mentioning goals and dreams on a daily basis in a regular pattern is associated with achievement of desires as compared to those who don't do it. This is a small action and can be done in a few minutes daily. The best time is again before sleep, but one can do this any time of day. You'll be more likely to be a winner often than a loser. Writing the goals is both the element of science and an art. It portrays how goal setting works. The principle is based on how the brain works. Neuropsychology stands here and presents 2 brain sides connected and wired electronically by corpus callosum. Left side as imaginative to let you think, and left hemisphere as literal makes you plan and act by pushing down the dream signals via spinal cord to all your body parts. Writing activates the left side. The logical brain turns it into consciousness by lighting it up under each cell of our body, saying, "I want this and I mean it," shifting to "I will achieve this." The whole experiment throws you in a pool of clarity. Absorb the most from this well of goodness. Human imagination is endless. No doubt it focuses on bad more than good. While we start taking action, for instance, would you face success or failure? What are the chances of your losing? But now our main focus is, and center of attention is, if something would not work, what would be the reasons and how would you improve the situation? How to increase the chances to win and be a better version of who you are? How to act effectively and efficiently? Achieving such goals require a tremendous action plan and strategy to have your hands on your goals that you want to achieve. Be realistic, stick to facts in your action. In contrast to the plans, visualize rational outcomes, visualize what you expect good for you to transform your life. Do not be too hard on yourself, no matter how hard it can be during the execution of your action plan. Completion of a task, whether you succeed or not, is also a new beginning. Welcome back. In this module, you'll learn how to deal with all your fears and doubts in taking action and manifesting your dreams. What's the definition of action? Taking action means to perform a deed, to do something, and it applies to the results as well. An action is short-term and continues to develop in a series of many small acts to form a single kind act. Executing your plans and dreams is the most important aspect of your manifestation journey. Fear is experienced while we try to do meaningful tasks, but don't worry, as it is as natural as your dream. Fear kills your dreams more than anything else will. It's a common reason why people fail to act or achieve something simply because it's learned and you are uncertain about the factors that might arise while taking action. Consider this fear the biggest challenge of your journey of manifestation. It's been regarded as the greatest enemy of mankind. Successful, renowned personalities, including Winston Churchill and Franklin D. Roosevelt, have written quotes on fear that depict their grasp on this hindrance to throw this away out of the path of their success and lifelong fame. They all have shown with words that you're afraid to act upon your dreams, as well as the fear to think about how to tackle them for a successful life. This is not healthy. For instance, I'm waiting for someone or something to help or happen. You are incapable of believing in your own power, confidence, and self-esteem. No story of success is without perseverance and action. Just think about it. Fear is not reality. How did you dare to dream if fear is rational? Imagine what you would be like if you were not afraid of anything in this world. Truth is, you can unlearn the fear and relearn the courage by the same habit formation process we've been explaining since the start. Ignoring ups and downs of life is impossible, but dealing with fear is in your control. Lesson to learn here is to overcome fear. Fears that have been rooted since childhood when your loved ones say, "Don't do that," and "You cannot do this." Indirectly, you learn instantly, "I can't," and "I will not." What you need to do is realize, recognize, accept the fear you are facing, and construct your courage. This is your central action. Ask these questions to resolve your predominant fear or schemas. What would I have to do to eliminate fear? How would I set myself free of past fears and association? What is feeding this fear? Overcoming your fears. As Clement Stone stated beautifully, thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. This is fact, as fear is an abstract concept that has gained our attention to make its place and create doubt on the road to success. Usually, it's the results you're afraid of, not the action or the plan. You have learned the unpleasant consequences of when things go wrong. From today, each time you feel fearful, turn the consequences into a pleasant imagination. Use all visualization as a tool to foresee a successful outcome resulting of fear. What's more important is to focus more on the journey than the results. There are two major steps to overcome fear. 1, just do it. 2, build your confidence. The first step is to just do it. For instance, if you stand in front of an animal you don't like and you're asked to take them in hand, you're probably fearful for the sense of touch and experiences that you would perceive, hence not acting on finishing the task. Another example is, how about if you suddenly try something you were so afraid of trying, such as swimming? You don't know how to swim and have a phobia, but After a few seconds of panic and shock, you start seeing that it's all right and it's not harmful. So another approach that promotes action is the initiative without thinking and deciding to do something on a specific place, day, and time. Nothing else is right. The key is to just go with it and do not overthink. You come to realize that all of these fears are just made up in your head. The second step is to build your confidence. Meet new people, seek social and moral support, and enjoy the whole process. Yes, it can no doubt be scary at times, but you'll turn out to be a better person in the end. Once you do something, letting go of your fear and visualizing success, your hard work pays off. You have the skills to plan and the ability to act and handle challenges, improving areas where you lack, but all of it is much more worthwhile than anything else to drive you to success. Take your time to act out, or take a pen and write down your experiences, intense negative emotions, and erase the large segments of self-loathing or self-criticism into small chunks for a sigh of relief. Disposing off this burden makes you feel great about the outcome and aids the process. Fear is loaded with procrastination, laziness, and irrational thoughts. Just take your time out to manifest your own steps moving forward, one next to the other, and you are in front of the door of a success. However, always remember you need to start taking action even though you're taking baby steps. Don't wait. After one step is completed, put forth the next step and do the work. Be physically recharged and mentally healthy. Take short breaks in short durations and set aside the mental obsessions regarding perfection, comparison, fears, and what-ifs. The emotion of fear is linked with unhappiness and stress, and to keep them off, you need to have unshakable self-confidence and courage to open the doors of a total new space filled with possibilities. It's relatable that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.